Good. Curling our wrist towards us and pulling, and that's what's gonna put the ball in the back of our stick. Good. Getting like a piece. We wanna go down the line more. Yeah, yo, dude, that was butter. Good. What's going on, guys? Coach Derek here, back with another video. Today we are at Isaac Sprague. Is that how you say it? Sprague. I get corrected all the time. Either way, we're in Wellesley, Massachusetts. We're here with one of my proteges, Caleb.
Hello.
Just another one-on-one situation where we're gonna work on whatever he thinks he needs to do best. We'll talk about his games and how his season's going so far and kind of cater his technique work towards that. So happy to take you guys along for the ride. Stay tuned. Start with ball drops. Ready, down. Right hand down. Set, go. Set, go. Left hand, ready. Set, go. Set, go. Go. All right, so what do you want to work on today?
So I was thinking, I had earlier in the season, there was this kid who would rake and then he would hit me with the reverse shovel and the ball would end up in the top of my stick. And I'm just wondering, then I would have to adjust to get into the throat again and he would hit me with that reverse and I was kind of stuck. I'm wondering how to exit in that situation.
Yeah, so there's a couple things that we can like pull out of that whole scenario. First things first, he's raking, right? So we can work on that rake defense and we'll go over the two methods that I utilize in game to prevent the rake from happening. And then the second thing is recognition of pressure, right? When you fully secure it, we're showing hands like forward for the shovel, reverse shovel, and you exit accordingly. And then the last part, because obviously if they're countering, you're faster than them, right? The last part that can evade like all these scenarios is just getting more comfortable with a quick clamp, like making sure we're getting in and out. And especially in a scenario or a game scenario where you're winning a majority of the clamps, you should be able to get to the ball and get it out before they can even like react to what's going on.
Right.
We'll work on all those aspects. We'll do a little bit of clamp work and then evolve that into the rake defense stuff. Okay. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So we'll start with right hand only versus a half clamp, and then we'll go into like clamp versus a half clamp with the ball at the top of your stick, and then regular clamp versus a half clamp, okay? Get that all the way to the throat, down. There you go, down. Good. Good, now let's do two hands. Clamp versus half clamp, start with it all the way at the scoop. Nice, really good actually. All right, go regular now. Line up with the ball in the middle. Good. Down. Good. Let's get into the rake defense. So there's two things you can do when defending the rake. First thing is squishing the bug, right? You've probably heard this before. We're shooting down the line super hard, bringing our body with us. And as we're going down the line, we're lifting our left hand straight up into the air, okay? A mistake guys make when trying to replicate this or execute it off the whistle is throwing that left hand actually forward, which we don't want to do because that's just going to open the gate and have the rake go straight out. So lifting it straight up to the sky as we're staying on this plane where the line is, where we're lining up, and making sure we're getting our pressure here. Now, if they do a good job raking, this transfer of pressure should trap the ball in the top of your stick.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go rakes versus clamps. I'll toss on the whistles on my phone. Good, yeah. Focus on bringing your shoulders like towards the ball. Like you want to finish with your nose over the ball. Don't worry about me because I'm not wearing a helmet. Like I'm staying away from you so you can invade more. Good. Good, see how that traps it?
Yeah.
Like that's how you're gonna end up if you use this most of the time. My best recommendation is when the ball's in the top, just get it out back and then you can box out here, right?
Okay, so flip it like here and like that?
Exactly. But then you gotta make sure you box out, right? To stop.
Yeah, get my left foot.
Exactly, yeah. Good. Do we have any questions about squishing the bug? Okay, so next I'm going to show you the inverse rake. Have I showed you this one before?
Reverse rake? No.
And so it's the same thing as a rake, right? When we're raking.
This is the one I use a lot, actually.
Yeah, when we're raking, right, and we're getting here, getting that flat line, and then left hand towards us, towards our right foot. The inverse rake is literally the opposite. We're using our top edge and bringing our left hand towards the foot, right foot. And then that motion, like when we go full speed, it's basically trapping the ball where that scoop is. So that's gonna help you push the ball forward, okay?
Yeah, the one thing I've had with that is just, I have been using this. This is like when the guy's breaking, I use this.
Yeah.
if they're switching it up, if they clamp, if I do that, they automatically win the clamp. Right?
Exactly. Well, most of the time, yes. I would say 80% of the time, yes. But that's why the other method, like squishing the bug, is a good variation because you're still clamping strong to the ball. So against a guy that's probably better at, I don't know, hiding his rake, disguising his rake, maybe go for squishing the bug, because then if he does clamp, you at least have a piece of the ball to make your second move, tie up, and try to get it.
Yeah, I was definitely able to use this one last game because the kid would line up like this with his rake, and I...
Oh, so you read it. Yeah, you read it the entire time. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. We'll just do a couple reps of this guy. Boom.
Yeah, it's just that top.
Dude, it's money, bro. The defense against it, right, against the inverse rake, is when you get in, those things like make sense, right?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Yeah, you're pretty acclimated to that. So now let's go over the read and reacting aspect. I'm gonna give you a half clamp and you have to pinch through my pressure. There's gonna be a slight delay, and then I'm gonna show my hands for a shovel or a reverse shovel. You gotta exit accordingly. Okay? Good. Don't use that left hand as much in terms of like wiggling, right? We want to get that ball to the throat, pinch through. Good. Good. Nice. Good job. Good control. Now we're going to go over the quick clamp. So for the quick clamp, as the name insinuates, we want to get in and out as fast as possible. There's various different methods to achieving this, so we're going to go over everything. And if one method of quick clamping doesn't work in a game, you can try the other one because it's matchup dependent. But the first method is typically what guys do. It's punching that right hand down while we're lifting that left hand up, basically trying to grab the ball with that bottom sidewall. So it's downset whistle, we're stabbing and basically getting here. Sorry, this head's a little weird. So we're grabbing a piece, driving that bottom sidewall under, and then when we go to get out, we're actually curling our wrist towards us and pulling, and that's what's gonna put the ball in the back of our stick to exit. To drill this, we'll start by breaking it down into progressions. Downset whistle, we're getting here. Second whistle, I want us getting it out here. Try to hold it in the back of your stick, and then we'll reset. So not bad. I want you to try to have more stabbing action. Come down. Obviously off the whistle, if you get 100%, that's fine. But I want us practicing getting like a piece. So wait. We want to go down the line more. There. Now from there, try to roll it into the back of your stick. So you see how you just lifted your left hand towards you? We want to go from here to like there, all right? And then from there, what you did was you brought your left hand towards you. You want to stay there and then roll our right wrist, and that's what's holding it. That right wrist going through is where you're gonna grab that ball. Dude, this setup's like wicked light, and the head's actually broken in really nice. So get that so wait. Mistake is you're lifting your left hand too soon. Focus on that down the line motion stab to drive that bottom sidewall under. Now lift that left hand. Okay, now roll your wrist towards you. Good, but let's try to hold it in the back of our stick there. Really focus, so you're lifting that left hand and it's preventing you from getting the ball to the throat. So we want to focus on that right hand stab, kind of like the right hand only versus a half clamp. We're stabbing down the line while simultaneously that right hand's going down and left hand up. So like full speed, right? We're getting there. You see that?
Yeah, correct.
You're going here, right? Kind of like that squish the bug method, where we need that stab getting there, and then we're gonna get the ball out. Set. That's good, that's okay. Stab. Like there, okay? We just need
to roll this forward.
Like there. Like your top sidewall should be cutting it in half, right? That's actually a good spot too. I mean, it looks like I have more of the ball, but that's a good spot. I think it's just how your head's broken in.
Okay.
It's like kind of melting over the ball, which is fine, right? So there. And then roll. Yes. All right, now let's do a full speed. Set. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there you go. Lastly, honestly, let's go over like the other quick clamp method. Yeah, the one thing that I do want to say with quick clamps is it's a big confidence thing. If you're not confident or comfortable quick clamping, when you go out to the face-off X in a game, you're gonna be like, oh gosh, I don't want to execute it, because the last thing you want to do is leave it behind and then have a fast break go the other way. So my biggest recommendation, if you want to be one of those guys who's really good at just getting in and out every single time, when you go to the face-off factory sessions, take live reps with your buddies, just quick clamp, okay? It's gonna help you with your reaction time, and it's also gonna make you more acclimated to the sense of pressure getting in and out more consistently. Because in practice, it doesn't matter if you leave the ball behind. In a game, it matters. You wanna practice your failures with repping with the buddies, okay? The next quick clamp. I've been doing this a little bit more just because I've been clamping more with that like top edge, finishing like here. But literally, it's that top edge crankback clamp, and then you're getting out right away. Fortunately, I don't have my 2F, which I'm more comfortable doing it with. But you basically just get over, and then you get out. And it's a very similar motion. The only difference is that curl comes from that bottom hand when you're going out. So you wanna go from here to there when you're curling. So I'm getting here, and then I curl that left hand up, right? And that's how I'm getting it out. This stick, unfortunately, doesn't grab the ball as much. Let me see that guy. So we're getting in, right? And then we're getting out and around. Yeah, it's not broken to how I like it, right? Getting in and out like that. It works better full speed. Yeah, yo, dude, that was butter. That was it. Let's go. Yo. Yeah.
Move unlocked? Now that I think about it, that is one thing I've been struggling with, is if I don't try and overclamp, but sometimes when I do, I feel like I just get stuck.
Yeah.
Now I like it.
Good, now let's try to do it faster. You're still like pausing. I want you to go in and out. Yes, like that.
No, that was too slow.
Again. Yeah, like that. Yep. Which one do you like better, that one or the other one?
First one
for quick clamping, yeah.
This one, 100%.
You like this one?
I'm still having a hard time getting that.
With the like bottom rail, yeah, grab. Yeah. All right, boys. Here I'm with Caleb Weiler. Caleb, how'd the session go today?
Oh, it was a great session. A lot of helpful insight. Got a lot of new moves in the bag now, and I think it helped a lot with my game, for sure.
Nice. What's one thing you learned today?
I learned how to exit with an overclamp and pull it forward, because I'd been getting stuck there, and now I'm able to exit through.
And that's one of two methods of what?
Quick clamping.
Hey, yo, look at that. Pop quiz on the spot. Okay, and then what would you rate the session 1 out of 10?
I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. I think it was great. I think if I had really nailed that first quick clamp down, it would have gotten to a 10 out of 10. But
okay,
great
so 9 out of 10, not because of me, just because of...
Definitely not because of you.
Okay.
Just my performance.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Great work today. For those of you, before we close it out, just Upstate Overnight Camp will be end of July. I'll have the link in the description if you want to come get coached by me, not just face-offs, a little bit of offense and defense work as well. It's a great camp, all ages. You should definitely come this summer. So check that link in description. I'll leave you guys at that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.